What's up, YouTubers? Are there people around you draining your energy? Is there toxicity from a few or the majority of the relationships in your life? Would you like to learn a life hack that would help remove all of that toxicity from your life? I'll be answering all of these questions and more right here on Spiritual Life Hacks. What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Tigo. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button down below so you can be notified on more life hacks as they become available. Let's talk about the toxicity. Oh Lord, the toxicity. So what is a toxic relationship? I describe it as any relationship that is not feeding your overall well-being, keeping you stagnant, or depleting your energy. For instance, do you have somebody in your life that just takes and takes and takes and never gives? That's probably a toxic relationship. Have you, or do you currently have a significant other that say that they love you but their actions show differently? Like they call you names, or they shoot down your ideas, or they try to mold you into what they think that you should be. If so, you're probably in a toxic relationship. Or do you have relationships in your life when the person is unreliable, insincere, constantly judging, pessimistic, or just all the way negative? If so, that's probably a toxic relationship. Like I just described, toxic relationships span throughout all relationships, not just intimate ones. And if you want to progress spiritually, and if you want to grow without letting a hater block your light, because you know we all need light to grow, you got to weed out these toxic relationships. Now first, let's address family. Whoo! Oh Lord. These people can arguably be the queens and kings of toxicity. Their weapons of choice are usually fear projection, guilt, lack of accountability, and selfishness. Let's say you own a restaurant and here comes your cousin like, "What's up, cousin? You gonna let me eat for free, right? You remember I used to babysit you when we was little, man? Stop acting funny." Here they go, trying to guilt you into doing something for them. Not only because y'all family, but also because they did something for you in the past. Support for you isn't even on their mind, only self-gain. But how do we combat this energy? Now I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's a powerful mantra that I learned when I was in China practicing with the monks. Ooh. If you watched episode 1, you already know. The mantra is no. See, saying yes to their selfish requests not only drains you, it enables them. If you love these people, enabling them to keep taking only serves to make the both of you weaker. They'll never learn to stand on their own too, and you'll never learn to stand in your own power. See, learning to choose you is the best thing you could do for yourself and everybody else. Because if you are not full, how can you ever truly give? And if you ever want to become full, you have to recharge your battery by charging it with your own love. See, often your parents' toxicity comes from a place of love, but it's shrouded in fear. For instance, you'll have a dream to become a great actress like Halle Berry, and then here comes your daddy like, "Now come on, baby girl. You know there's a 1 in a million chance of you becoming an actress. Why don't you go and get a regular job like a regular person?" Or they'll be like, "I ain't make all these sacrifices for you to waste it on some foolish idea. Now get out of here with that mess." You see, he means well, but there's a lot of toxic shade in that first example. Like regular career, normal person. As if you were meant to be normal. As if you were meant to be regular. As if you not special. As if you aren't as special as they've been telling you you are your whole life. As if there's some inherent difference between you and Halle Berry. His whole statement was a projection of his fear. See, he may have known others who didn't accomplish their dreams. Or he might not have accomplished his own dreams, and now he's projecting that fear onto you. So it's still from a place of love, but judgment and dismissiveness is the tactic used here. So how do we remove this toxicity? So there's 2 ways. The first way is, if you don't share your dreams with dream killers, they can't kill them. So if you already know that they're gonna project their fear onto you, just share things with them that they can handle, and talk to other supporters in your life that are for your dreams and are more supportive. And if you don't have somebody in your life that's more supportive of your dream, keep your dreams to yourself. They'll get it after you accomplish them. They'll see your vision and your dream after you accomplish it. The second way is learning one thing. Where you pay your attention costs you. If you give their doubt your attention and validation, it'll cost you your own vision and strength of mind. The vision of this dream was given to you by your spirit, by the divine, God. I'm certain the people in Oprah's life could not see her original vision. Then look at her now, she's super rich. The same thing can be said for men like Steve Jobs. There's so many examples. But in Oprah's case, she's still not rich enough to pay attention to a dream killer, even if she loves them. Now, let's talk about your friends. What about your friends? Their weapon of choice can also be fear projection, but more often than not, it's jealousy and envy. You know, the friends that try to sabotage your success or make underhanded, sarcastic remarks to try to minimize your accomplishments. And here you are trying to share your accomplishment with your homeboy, like, guess what, Brock finally got the Beamer, bro. And here he go like, damn, must be nice. Lucky you. Hating hard. As if you two don't have the same 24 hours in a day to make things happen. This kind of toxicity can be termed hate projection, which is similar to fear projection. When a person cannot take responsibility for their own circumstances, they project their own feelings of inadequacy or self-worthlessness onto you. But all you gotta do is always remember this: a hater hates themselves. Which brings me to my next topic: toxic, intimate relationships. On a serious note, a person trying to dictate your thoughts and actions is not okay. Also, a person trying to control the rate at which you are growing is also not okay. You see, this is a form of emotional abuse I think is often overlooked. See, a person that's trying to manipulate you and exploiting your own insecurities and love that you have for them is not okay. I think all forms of abuse should be taken seriously, and often emotional, physical, and verbal abuse are prevalent in intimate relationships. I want to tell you to just leave, and I think that you should, but I'm sure you've heard that before. So now I'd like to offer you a perspective as to why this may be happening. See, I believe that the love that you withhold is not only the pain that you carry, but the relationship that you attract. You see, if you speak to yourself negatively in your mind, then you'll also attract a person that will speak negatively to you in your relationship. Because subconsciously, you've tolerated your own negative chatter, and that diminishes your own self-value. Furthermore, if you constantly beat yourself up mentally, not being patient with yourself, that can manifest as a person in a relationship beating you physically because you're used to tolerating your own abuse. So then you'll tolerate their abuse. The pain that they're inflicting on you is also a reflection of how much pain they are in internally. This is not a validation. And as the old adage goes, hurt people hurt people. And the person that is hurt cannot love another person effectively. You see, the world is only going to treat you how you treat yourself. So if you love yourself, you won't tolerate another person not loving you. So what you tolerate in your relationships is a reflection of something deeper that you're dealing with internally. You see, we shouldn't speak ill of ourselves to ourselves, and we shouldn't allow ourselves to be in the vicinity of others that would speak negatively to us or about us. Furthermore, we deserve our own love, and we deserve a relationship that's a reflection of that. So how do we overcome toxic relationships? It's as the old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Realize it's your attachment to the toxicity in your mind that's attaching you to the toxic man or woman in your relationship. The solution is you have to choose you. We have to realize all forms of abuse are not love, but they are a reflection of the abuser's insecurities and lack of self-worth. And our tolerance of it is also a reflection of our own insecurities and lack of self-worth. So we overcome toxic relationships by loving ourselves in all shapes and forms. Please make sure to join me for next week's episode, which is all about self-love and all about how to love yourself unconditionally. Once again, please hit the subscribe button below so you can be notified when there are more spiritual life hacks available. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you. Love.